This is my final video reflection for EDM 510. My name is Ramsey Willis, and I'm going to discuss some of the things that I learned and didn't learn in EDM 510. What I learned a lot about was project-based learning and the implications that it has in the classroom. Project-based learning can be used in so many different ways that it's important that we understand and are able to use project-based learning in the classroom. I also learned about a lot of different technology that can be used in a classroom and should be used no matter what subject you're teaching. Google Drive, for instance, can be used in several different subjects, and it should be used because it's essential. It has all of the essentials, and it is essential for success in a classroom. It's like a planning book, but it's online, and students can access the stuff they need without you, the teacher, being present. So it was a very good tool that you could use, and any teacher can take with them to use it for their classrooms. Some things that I hadn't learned was a lot of the technology that we use in EDM 510, and the only reason I say this is because I used this technology in EDM 310, so I'd already learned it previously, so I didn't really need it anymore. I'm going to take with me some of the new technology that I've used and I've learned about since being in EDM 510, and I'm also going to take with me a lot of the advice from Anthony Capps. Anthony Capps provided a lot of advice on project-based learning and just being in a classroom in general, and the advice that he provided is priceless for any new teacher. I don't know if I'm going to abandon too much. Most of the things that I learned was useful for me as a new teacher. I think it could be useful for any new teacher, so I wouldn't abandon anything, especially the project-based learning, because I love hands-on projects, and I understand that you can learn a lot if you're, I guess, a hands-on learner. If you have projects to do and have things to do, anyone can learn from it because they can see it and they'll actually understand it. I want to use as many projects as possible in my classroom. Even though it is a math class, I want to use as much as possible so my students learn from the projects and understand how math is going to impact them in their life. Math is used in almost everything, and because it's used in almost everything, I can come up with any type of project that will involve math. I'm not one for social media, so I won't do too much with social media. I know my students use it a lot. I know older people, adults use it also, but I'm just really not for it. I don't like it that much. I like my privacy, the privacy that I do have, and I want to keep it that way. I don't want to put everything out on the web that I'm doing at any moment throughout the day. I want to keep it where it's my information and it's my privacy. For the stuff that I think should be shared with other teachers, I will find a way to get that out to them. But everything else I'm going to leave as private. And finally, EDM in general has helped me to want to pursue my dream of being a lifelong learner. I know that lifelong learners grow in so many different ways because of the skills that they learn, and I want to continue to learn skills for the rest of my life. So I want to teach my skills. I want to teach my kids to be lifelong learners, and I want to be a lifelong learner. So that's one skill that EDM has helped me with, and I'll continue to do. And that is the end. Thank you.